Hey, what's up everyone? Aubrey Trades here with another trade recap video. Broader markets overall doing pretty well with the SPY closing at 464. Nice little midday rally here, but we did sell off into the close, right back down towards VWAP. We're going to keep an eye on the VIX tomorrow, see how this 23 level reacts. EVs did do well today. Lucid going up 6.46%, now at 54.88. Sorry. We did have some interesting action in small cap land. PTPI from the morning watch list did end up doing it after some hefty consolidation, spiking up to 520s. ISPC made new highs today after, I believe this gap down was on an offering. I think, let's check that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, $21 million private placement offering, and then got new highs, 28.98. We did see BFRI 2 also had an offering here, and then squeezed up from this lows at 6 all the way up to the 1020s. COVID stocks like AHPI that were gapping up on Friday did not fare so well. Makes sense with the Omicron being, not quite as bad as we anticipated so far. Friday's sell-off was a little bit overblown. Other runners, NXRP didn't really do anything. LGVN, I think it's safe to say, is now on the backside. Beamy had a random little, spike bounce here, which was decent. And BCTX, as always, just chopping around, waiting for that move to happen. We'll get into the trades. Myself, about scratch, down 47 cents on the day. I took a $54 loss on BFRI and a $52 win on PTPI. So without any further ado, we'll go into those trades. Why not? Let's go into the 1 minute chart. Let's do shoe trades and BFRI. Take one. Okay. BFRI, we grabbed, boom. Scaled in pre-market here, 1004, 1008, 10. And then I got rid of it at 1006. That was just like the beginning of the stuff. And then when we got here, make sure I got the 10-minute chart pulled up. So BFRI, once ISPC was doing its thing and spiking, making new high of days, and I saw this kind of come back up, and I'm like, okay, so this is a sympathy play, right? So I start scaling in here, right? I'm risking this level, and I'm waiting for this push further up, especially since ISPC was halted. I thought, maybe there'd be some interest flooding into this. There was not, and I ended up having to take the 130 share loss at 793, only to watch it come right back. This was a trap setup. Boom, boom, boom. Halt up. Gets to the 1030s. Another instance of my initial inkling being correct, but just taking too long. And another instance, I said this in the last video, I gotta stop thinking about 1 minute time frames. I gotta focus on the 10-minute time frame. See this spike? Okay, fine. I shouldn't even think to enter until these dips here. I gotta keep that up, or just give it some time to play out. Oh my god, it pulls back, it goes up, it's back and forth, it's back and forth. Boom, this might be a nice entry. You can risk down here. Boom. So ended up eating that loss. That was pretty bad. LGVN, nothing much to talk about there. I grabbed this long over here at 31.35. Did not take the sell at 33.34 like I could have, because I wanted the bigger third day surge move. Ended up stopping out at 30.40, just a single share. I just wanted to be a part of the move, see what happened. NRXP was a nice little bit of a winner. Made like $2 some odd here from pre-market, thinking, buying pre, selling pre, whatever. Got this trend break, 1004, and then sold 1053. My plan was to reevaluate, come back in on a dip and rip, but we just never got the rip, and it kept dipping. For the piece to resistance, PTPI, PTPI. So it was actually my last round of attacking this that ended up bringing me back into the green. I took a bunch of losses here early in the morning trying to play the 1 minute chart, exactly what I've been saying I want to get away from, because I'm not a 1 minute trader, right? So same thing, we're over VWAP, I'm scaling in, and I'm looking for this 1 minute trend break. Boom. This was my idea here, scaling into VWAP. Here's that high that creates the trend, blah, blah, blah. Have this moment for, in the 423s. Again, I'm looking to be a part of a bigger move, didn't take it, then took the L once this failed and caught a little bit of a bounce off that 72.89 EMA cloud, sold out at 380. Tough. Then I tried again when it popped back above. I'm like, okay, cool. It's a trap. It was a short trap, right? So I get long here, 401, 394, boom, lower low. Ugh, gutted. Then I'm like, okay. At this point, this happened. BFRI's kind of happened. I'm like, ugh, I'm thinking too small. Gets back up over VWAP. I know 350 is the low, and I take the rest of my buying power for the day and take it long for this, which at the time I had this trend line over here, right? At this point it's drawn like this. Oh great, trend break. I know I got to risk this low to let it work. Kind of fails, and at this point I take the entry and I zoom, I go into the 10-minute chart, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna let 350 ride, which is here on that 3550 EMA cloud, take the dog for a walk and just let it do its thing. And then over an hour later, boom. And what actually ended up happening was this was a nice 10-minute wedge setup. Yeesh, right? So didn't get the 520 sell. Again, after being in for an hour, I'm like, okay, I think I owe it to myself to not just sell out as soon as the move starts working. And I was hoping for a break out of 520 to test the 52-week high. 520 was a resistance point right around here. You can see this touch here on this run. I was looking for the 52, but could still happen. It might be like a third day surge to break 52s, but anyway, I ended up getting my sell on this fail. Once it kind of cracked on this 1 minute, like 513, I was done. Wasn't necessarily following the 1 minute. Like at this point I have the 10-minute here and I have the 1 minute here, and I'm like, okay, it's time to go, right? I suppose I could have held on and could have gotten another try at the 490 sell, which would have actually been kind of like a 30, 40-ish dollar win on the day. But at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut the loss, or not cut the loss. I'm just gonna take it. Like, I'm scratch break even on the day overall. And that's fine. We're going to come back tomorrow. I'm not going to get greedy for a move that I might not get. And just as well, because we didn't break 520, we did test 5 and then just broke down here, 398. Definitely, I don't know that it's over per se. If this gaps up tomorrow, might be a good day too. I'm going to keep this on watch. Maybe it chops around day 2 and we get a third day surge play out of it. That'd be kind of nice. But that's it. That's all of the trades. So, I lost 47 cents today. Whatever. Kind of bummed, that I got back into that like 1 minute mindset, and just I gotta reset my mind, come back tomorrow, and focus on the 10-minute entries. It seems to be It just seems to work better for me right now. So that is the play. Thanks so much for watching. That's all I got. If you got value out of this video, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. And let me know down in the comments what other types of content you want to see from this channel. I'm Hobby Trades. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.